Arsene Wenger says Arsenal aren't close to any transfers because they signed a Greek boy. The Gunners boss added that he looks good in training after the 4-2 FA Cup shock at Nottingham Forest. Arsene Wenger refused to talk about Nottingham Forest's controversial double-kick penalty. Konstantinos Mavropanos has joined the Gunners, but is set to be loaned out straight away. Wenger was referring to 20-year-old Konstantinos Mavropanos, who joined on from PAS Giannina a few days ago. He said, "No, I can't give you any news on any transfer because we are not close to signing anyone. We signed a Greek boy, who looks quite good in training. But apart from that we are not on anything." The Gunners boss also refused to discuss Nottingham Forest's double-kick penalty after his side were dumped out of the FA Cup. Nottingham Forest striker Kieran Dowell appeared to double-kick the penalty. Arsenal players were furious about the referee awarding the goal to Nottingham Forest. The defending Shams fell to a 4-2 defeat at the City ground on a miserable day for the Gunners, heightened by a spot kick scored that should not have stood. Everton loanee Kieran Dowell slipped as he ran up, with the ball hitting his right foot after being kicked with his left. Nottingham Forest 4-2 Arsenal. 10-man Reds knock FA Cup holders out in FA Cup third-round shock. Shams crash out Gunners. As far as Forest win FA Cup clash, it looked the opposite way to where he was aiming, beating David Ospina in the Arsenal goal to make it 4-2 and game over. Wenger was watching the game from stands as he serves a 3-match ban after admitting abusive behavior towards referee Mike Dean after being furious at conceding an 89th-minute penalty in the Premier League draw with West Brom. And in the last Premier League match against Chelsea, a 2-2 draw, the Frenchman was seething at Eden Hazard winning a penalty following a challenge from Hector Bellerin. But after today's demoralizing defeat, Wenger refused to talk about Forest's penalty. Speaking after the game, he said, "I don't want to talk about that anymore, I'm a bit tired of that. We have to respond quickly on Wednesday, we have a big game, focus on that one, semi-final for the League Cup, we have to respond quickly." The Gunners boss was forced to watch the FA Cup shocker from the stands at the City ground, but it was not happy watching for the French boss as Arsenal lost their grip on the FA Cup. "You never put disappointment behind you, the only thing that can help is to focus on the next game. We have won the FA Cup 3 times in 4 years, it's a competition we love." Eric Lecage had put Forest into an early lead before Premier Saka leveled the game just 3 minutes later. But Lecage once of Aston Villa volleyed in a sublime 25-yarder for 2-1 a minute before half-time. Ben Brereton scored from the penalty spot in the second half after a clumsy challenge from Callum Chambers for 3-1, but Danny Welbeck bundled home for the Gunners to bring them to within a goal. Arsenal furious as Nottingham Forest score questionable penalty with a Kieran Dowell's double kick, but 5 minutes from time ex-Arsenal defender Armand Traoré was fouled in the box by Mathieu Debuchy, and Dowell stepped up to fire home controversially. Wenger was, however, honest in his assessment of how the game went. He added, "I believe that overall we played against a Nottingham team who were sharp and dominated us from the front. We were a bit unlucky, but overall they were sharper and more dominant in the challenges. We lost too many challenges.